that we're a podcast about paranormal in which most of us don't believe in it.
I believe in all of it. Alright, you're never gonna take Bigfoot away from me. You're never gonna take the Mothman. My name is Jesse Pollock. Ever since I was a kid, I've been making homemade horror films, usually with a cheap camcorder. Everything from grotesque claymation to remaking Nosferatu with my friend John. In 2016, John and I formed Podcast 1289, along with our buddies Dan, Mike, Grant, Dylan, and Rob. In each episode, we lampoon the most outlandish conspiracy theories and paranormal encounters on record. Then one day, we got an idea. Let's grab our old camcorders and visit some of the locations of these stories. We were surprised to find out just how many took place in our very own backyards. So we packed up the car, and during one summer week in 2017, we traveled across the country in search of the unknown. This was our homecoming.
What's good, butthole?
Nice haircut, honky. How's Richard Spencer doing?
Fucking... Hey, everybody.
So what are we doing today, guys?
Chilling, I guess. We're trying to just, like, kind of figure out what we're gonna do, get ready for...
No, dumbass, the trip we're going on.
No, I'm saying, like, get ready for tomorrow.
This is exposition.
Oh, okay.
We can see how well this is gonna pan out.
After picking up Dan and Grant from the airport, we decided to visit the National Air Force Museum. We had 2 days to kill before meeting up with John, Mike, Dylan, and Rob in New Jersey, so we figured, what better place to visit as the first stop on our trip than the new home of JFK's death plane.
That's a plane that took President Kennedy to his death.
Now Air Force number 1, taxi again. There's Mrs. Kennedy, and the crowd yells, and the President of the United States. The caravan will leave here shortly and go to downtown Dallas.
The President's car is now turning onto Elm Street. It appears as though something has happened in the motorcade route. Give me all available information on President, over. He and Governor Connolly have been hit in the car in which they were riding. They believe the President was hit in the head. That just came in.
President Kennedy died at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Walking down the cramped corridors of the plane that took President Kennedy to and from his assassination, it was hard not to think of all the conspiracy theories we had heard over the years. After discussing them on our show for so long, often laughing at their ludicrous nature, it was a truly sobering experience walking through the compartment where Kennedy's casket was held as the plane made its solemn trip back to Washington.
I guess it was right here in this hallway.
Yeah. We had to bring him up to this way.
Where are we going?
We're going to Point Pleasant, West Virginia. We're gonna see if that name lives up.
Just doing some research. There's a bit about Adamski in this.
Yeah.
That fucking asshole.
Is Jesse?
Look at this, real quick.
What's up?
This picture here.
We have to find out whatever
Oh, wow.
No idea what it is. At the bottom of it, it says,
Yo, why are they bothering that
Laughing
lady?
dwarfs from outer space. In 1954, they were said to have popped out of a spoon-shaped flying saucer and accosted an Italian woman in the woods.
Fucking dick.
They snatched one of her stockings and the carnations she was carrying, and then they disappeared.
You mean to tell me this was an intergalactic panty raid?
So they came all the way from Alpha Centauri just to be like fucking Porkies?
This was
Jesse's Hyundai.
We're in a Toyota.
Toyota.
That's a Hyundai.
Even in person,
5
you
kids.
fuck up all the references.
I don't know cars. I'm always amazed when people can be like, that's a Ford Mercury.
It says it on the back.
Ford Grand Marquis, which is actually Mercury Grand Marquis.
That's your car.
I know, that's the
You
only
don't
one
have
I
your
know.
car.
I meant a Ford Crown Vic, and I just couldn't think of the words.
God damn.
All right, entering hill country at the base of the Appalachians. I'm sorry, I reactivated the camera because our Appalachian mountain man master, fucking local hillbilly scribe, Dan Jones,
Wow.
has fucking informed me.
Don't you use your problematic language on me, sir?
I'm sorry, I apologize.
Do you?
What I mean to say is holler master.
Gallipoli 70
Just
miles.
Appalachian is fine.
Gallipoli 70 miles.
We're starting to get there. This is what my home sort of looked like, man. Just you can go out and film around now. Jesus Christ. It's kind of a problem back in Ironton, Ohio, which is right across the road from where I grew up. You don't have to film me for this. You don't have to film me for this.
I demand a private life.
Growing up near Point Pleasant, it was always this place I had heard of but had never been to. Point Pleasant had a name that just sort of stuck out to me. It was an hour away from my hometown, and as a kid, that might as well have been the moon. It had this mysteriousness. I didn't really know who or what Mothman was, but it was in the local lexicon. Everyone had heard of it.
A lot of churches on hills around here. Yeah, I can sweat.
On the cold winter night of December 15th, 1967, Point Pleasant's Silver Bridge, which took residents to and from nearby Gallipolis, collapsed into the Ohio River, killing 46 people. While the cause of the tragedy was later found to be a faulty eye bar, many residents couldn't help but wonder if the strange, wicked creature who first appeared in town 13 months prior had something to do with Point Pleasant's darkest hour.
Early Mothman. It's like Rhode Island Red's cousin. So here we are at the Mothman Museum, checking out some of the different stuff.
Is this John Keel's typewriter?
Yeah, they've got his jacket too. High Times.
That's cool.
Maxine. Mothmanuel. The more important part is this dude is like super huge Misfits fan. That's tight. Taking a read. This is actually not how you read a book.
Those are Woodrow Dernberger tapes.
Who were / are the Men in Black, not just Johnny Cash.
Chapstick.
Can you imagine if Mothman took a shit on your car?
Dude! Great.
Oh, is that the chapstick?
That's the chapstick, bro.
Oh, this is from the movie.
Dude, this piece of the bridge over here.
Thought that was John Keel's actual chapstick. They could have just put that in there. I wouldn't know.
Alright, y'all, you're gonna see this on Instagram.
Yeah, right?
Oh, there's a light right on it. Alright, hold on. 1, 2, 3. Now look at me. 1, 2, 3. You look like... Yeah.
You just look happy. My friend.
My best friend Mothman. Give me a little back massage. I've been tense. Thank you, Mothman.
Oh my god. The UFO prankster himself. Take that, George.
Mothman HQ. Let's go.
Into the woods we go, gentlemen. This is where it all began, 50 years ago.
What began?
Beatlemania.
Crazy.
Hey, you think they float in there?
We all float down here. It's so cold here. Mothman created industrial beings. Why? This is... Why'd you try to destroy us? A moth can. So one of these exploded a few years back, apparently.
There's one right now.
What is that? Pieces of something? Guys, I'm gonna go on ahead. If you need me, just scream. If I need some help, I'll just shriek. Danielson!
Ooh, I think it's one of those salt ones.
Looks like the roof fell out. Someone carved it out. Feels like paper mache. Yeah, don't fuck with it. It's gonna be mad creepy at night. No, it's paper mache. I don't know. Probably dead. Looks like someone climbed to the top and dropped it. Maybe someone was having a party out here. The Mothman for Swishers? I should have guessed. Yes. Douche light? Douche for light? Yeah, that's true. I can't handle it. Yeah, they're talking about how they can't handle his dick.
That like thing hanging in there was the weirdest thing.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't want to touch it. I don't know what's in it. I don't want to break it open.
And now we're gonna lock Dan in here overnight.
Remember that show Fear?
Oh, dude, I know. I keep thinking about that.
Here goes Grant to a certain death.
Ugh. Fucking Lyme disease.
In we go.
We'll say this. These things are very ominous. Thanks, Muscles. This is the weirder one, yeah. This is where it's like people don't usually come this far. Now you're keeping that on night vision, right?
I'm blind, man. I can't see.
This must have been where they kept the kids.
No lie, this is one of the spookiest places I've ever been in my life.
Number one.
Oh yeah, it's me, Mothman Randy Savage.
180 degrees and another 360.
Here, hold up. I got my light. Jesus Christ.
I'm an edgy 15-year-old. Don't even film that graffiti.
Hey, oh shit, that's a big dick. You're telling me I can't rent these out?
Throw a sick party in the grass or anything.
Yeah, I really don't feel like fucking walking into some kids who are just trying to like bone.
I'm not worried about kids that are trying to bone. I'm worried about kids looking for some violence. What's violence? Is that violence?
Is that violence?
It's like, okay, here's another dick.
That's the wrong mindset.
Yeah, we need to catch all those dicks.
Pussy muffin.
Oh, pussy muffin.
Yeah, I saw pussy muffin.
Those hands. What do you think they mean? Hi. Now you die. Because this is the one where the bumblebee lives. Slayer. Yeah, you can tell it's high school kids because they're drinking shit like red hard cider.
Hey, there's Jimmy Neutron.
Bud Light.
He's a boy genius.
And, oh dude, this is a candle. Someone was doing some seances. That was really creepy.
Hold on. Something in there drained my battery. I had 30 minutes, 29, something like that, minutes left, and now it's telling me I've got no battery. So it's about to die. Something drained my battery in there. So, what did she tell you growing up about this? I mean, this is a big piece of lore in this area.
I mean, honestly, like, pretty much all she said was when they were out here in park, they said they saw what looked like a giant dude with wings. She said it chased down the car and it scratched the hood and this and that.
Did she ever say if it made any sound or anything like that?
Nah, man, just the eyes, for real. But
Oh, no kidding.
I know when they poured out of here, I know she said they were at least doing over 100 miles an hour.
She went to her grave believing what she saw was real. She didn't buy those stories about, oh, maybe it was an owl or a crane or
Oh,
something.
no, she wasn't exaggerating, man. That's, like, I get in a lot of arguments with people because of that. Like, dude, that drove my grandma crazy. Like, I can honestly say that, like, literally drove
This
her crazy.
ruined lives, man. It was a horrible time, and then 13 months later, the Silver Bridge collapses.
Yeah,
So.
that's crazy.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Yeah, I usually don't tell most people that, like, oh, whatever, like, dude, I'm serious, I can take you to the Mothman Museum, point you pictures, show you on Google.
Yeah.
That ain't no hoax, man.
Military wasn't I came here?
What are you doing, bud? Well, while we're out at the TNT area, I'm going to leave this recording in here. See if there's any activity in the room while we're gone.
At worst, we catch nothing. At best, we catch the maid cat sneaking in and see what's open. But then she'd just steal the camera. But then we'd blame the spirits. You know, ghosts taking their energy from things.
Oh, hey guys.
Grant, wake your ass up. Hola.
After a long hot day of traveling, scouting out the TNT area, and running into Linda Scarberry's grandson, Zach, we were excited. This project we have discussed for months on end was finally coming to fruition. After leaving the hotel, we headed over to Gal Police to pick up some supplies for our nighttime investigation of the TNT area. While crossing the infamous Silver Bridge for the second time, it was hard not to think of the 46 lives lost that night 50 years ago. We also wondered what might be captured on the cameras while we were gone.
It's pretty spooky. Alright, lead the way. Go slow, okay? Pop in. Pop in.
You running down?
Yeah, let me know. It's hard to reach.
Sweet.
Moth beans.
Yeah. So I guess this was in a different one. I don't remember. Where is it? Oh. I don't see it. It's right here. Oh.
At this moment, I hear a rumbling emanating from within the igloo that begins to reverberate throughout the entire TNT area.
Out here, how can you see my breath?
Go on.
Is that a blade? Government, right? Look at my breath. It's 85 degrees out here. You're not supposed to see my breath.
Yeah, I hear it too.
Things are cold. We used to call people and leave mechanical beeping sounds. It sounds like we're speeding up. It's cold out here. Let's go.
Come on.
Go. We safe? Yeah. Buckle in. You're supposed to see breath. You're not supposed to see breath in 85 degrees. It was 85 when we got here. Now it's saying it's 70. Fuck your car up, bro. If you fuck this car, we're stuck here. 100% no bullshit. I heard it too.
Yeah, I did hear that. It was a whirring.
John Keel said in that he either said it in Mothman Prophecies or another book of his, but he's quoted in that The Truth About Men in Black book, where he theorized that whole TNT area back there was a line of magnetic energy running through it somehow that was attracting all of this strange phenomenon there, like a hub, almost like a ley line.
Like the suicide forest?
I suppose. But I don't know. That place is 100% different at night.
That was creepy. I'm not gonna lie. I really didn't want to go to the second one. I was definitely creeped out.
Yeah, you're putting on a brave face.
I mean,
I could have gone to the second one until we got back out there, and
wow, dead deer.
That wasn't there a minute ago when we came here.
Yeah, turn around.
You know when the
No, don't turn around. There's like a cop or something.
No, there's not.
Sorry, I'm more afraid of cops than I am Mothman.
When the Scarberries fled the TNT area, when the Mothman chased them out, they saw a dead dog on the side of the road, and they turned around, and when they came back, it was gone. I didn't see that on the way here.
Yeah, don't take this the wrong way. I didn't see your breath. I
saw mine as well.
Yeah, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, maybe reality is thin. Maybe we all had our own weird individual experience there just now.
Maybe we're all dead.
TVtropes.com/
Maybe we're all in a little boy's dream.
That was seen elsewhere.
Also our lives. You want to talk about what happened?
That's what we've been doing for the last 15 minutes.
No, I mean, like, give me a debrief play-by-play.
It's good to it's good to get like this a couple times in case
Yeah.
You know.
That's what I'm saying.
Ask me a question. I don't know where to start.
Okay. How did you feel when we were in the first igloo?
Tonight?
Yes.
Fine. I mean, I was completely comfortable. That's why I was stomping my feet to get that cool echo sound in there. I felt completely fine. We had been there earlier. It was when we got out. It was because when we left earlier.
When it dip into the good work.
Yeah, when we left earlier, as soon as we were out of the igloos, we couldn't hear anything anymore because there was nothing in there anymore to make any sounds. But I looked behind us when we left, and you both were out. You both were behind me, and this sound, this rumble was fucking rising in there and echoing off of itself. The second we got back to where the car was, I heard that beep, 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 and it was to my right. And then once we decided to leave, I started hearing a complete 180-degree difference to my left, and it was getting louder, more frequent, and closer. And you know what? I was not gonna fucking stick around to see what the hell that was. I have no frame of reference for it other than it kind of sounded like when you use a key fob to lock your car, but it wasn't as high pitched. It wasn't beep beep beep. It was beep beep beep.
Maybe the Mothman was microwave debris.
No, you don't understand, dude. You haven't read the book. In the book, when the shit started up, all these people were talking about was for 13 months, people getting these strange phone calls saying all I heard on the other end was a strange beeping noise or a whirring sound or what sounded like a tape being played at really, really high speeds. It's not just an ethereal thing. It's this weird mechanical manipulation thing going on here.
I did hear a whirring sound. I will admit that. And that was really strange. Go get some cigarettes.
Let's go. Let's go.
Get out, Ghost. Just get out of here.
Okay. I wish we
The camera's off.
No, did it run out of tape?
Yep.
Okay. That one's still on.
EVP session at the Low Hotel. I'm rolling on an analog tape recorder right now, the digital recorder, and I have my tablet open running a Spirit Box application. It has a word bank in it, and if this thing does what it's advertised as doing, spirits can manipulate the electronics in it to select a word from that bank.
Shot.
What? It's a shot. Is there anyone here with us tonight? You sent us a word over the Spirit Box. Shot. Were you shot here? Did you shoot yourself? If you speak into this red light over here on the edge of the bed, we can hear you when we play it back. My name is Jesse. Out there's Dan.
Hello.
And over on the couch is Grant.
Hello.
Is there anyone here that would like to speak to us this evening? What was that? Did someone's phone just vibrate?
Yeah, I heard it too.
Yeah, I heard like a It wasn't mine. My phone's right here. Yeah, nothing.
Could just be the building.
Could just be the building.
That's the least I'm going to tell myself. So I can sleep here.
Can you make a sound in the room? A knock? A tap?
Create.
Did you hear that too? Right before that word came out, did you hear that tap?
I did.
And then it says create. You just created something.
What are you creating?
A response. If there's someone here in the hotel with us or in this room, one tap for yes. Well, I mean, tapping two for no would be silly. But if there's someone here in the room with us, tap once for yes. Can you tell us your name? The two words we've got so far are shot and create. What if it's not talking about guns? What if it's talking about filming?
Jesse.
What?
I got to.
What's up?
Let's just hit the lights.
What's up?
Let's
Hit the lights. I don't know the lights. I just switched right there. What's up?
Nothing. I just heard a tap. Like a bump. And it's probably just an old building. Awesome.
Oh, fuck.
Were you not recording?
No, I stopped this right now.
That one was recording.
I feel bad because that's going to get us bitching when there was
Not anymore, there's not.
Well, what's up with that tape?
I'm winding and taping it over.
Running? Oh, maybe because you were moving across.
Tape is running.
Can you pass me the camera back?
Okay, this is good. Alright, you got it. So far, we have shot, create, and run. So obviously there's someone here in the room with us who's intelligently seeing what is going on. These responses are appropriate. So, can you tell us something about yourself?
That was me farting. I didn't mean to be funny.
The fart whisperer.
What's your name? How old are you?
Did you pass away here, in this building or in Point Pleasant? Were you on the bridge? Or were you a member of Chief Cornstalk's tribe?
Are you from here?
Do you like being here?
What is keeping you in this location? Do you choose to stay here, or is something holding you against your will? Are you able to cross over, or is there nothing to cross over to? Okay. Alright, we heard you make a noise. Can you make this box right here say something?
Will you let us sleep tonight? No answer is no answer, I guess.
Alright, you want to call it? Sorry, I know I've been pushing.
I know, but it's okay. Can we help?
Is there something you need from us?
Yeah. Thank you for everything.
Morning.
Charles. What's up? I got the camera to work.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Fucking A, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel about being back?
It's different, man. Like I haven't lived here since I was 18.
Not sure how to help with. Different man like I haven't lived here.
young son? Is that our beautiful baby boy?
I don't think any of those people belong to us. But I think that guy is you.
Mm-mm.
Great, you have a doppelganger.
Shit, I gotta kill him.
Yeah, you do.
That is the rule. If you ever... There's Dylan. There's Mike.
How's it going, boyos?
Very anxious. Caucus.
Hey.
Caucus. Always fun changing there, right?
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Mr.
Hey, nice to finally meet you guys in the flesh.
Nice, man. Mr. Dan.
Bring it in.
How was the trip?
Oh, it was alright. We were freaking out. We were like, where's Jack B?
Oh my God, they're not actually showing. Yeah, this rare and valley line is apparently so rare
it's freaking,
that they had one sign for it, and that was it. And it was like hidden beneath the goddamn garbage can.
It's platform 9 3/4. For real.
Fancy meeting you here.
What's up, y'all?
Like we planned this shit or something. Fucking good to finally meet you guys.
John, you alright?
Hey. I gotta tell you, man, the glasses look better in person, if I'm being honest.
Look like a what?
Look better in person.
I appreciate that. How was the trip? Y'all are ready to move around, huh?
Oh, it was fucking excellent, though. We hit, like, the bare minimum of goddamn traffic. We passed, I swear to Christ, this is the name of a place in North Carolina. The fucking Masonic Home for Children. Oh, Jesus Christ! You'll never see it coming. That's not my only coin. Oh no.
It almost went down the drain.
I'm Ric Flair, President of the United States. How was everybody's Eclipse experience? Pretty good. Better than Trump's.
Oh my God, that was the best. That was the great turkey in the rain.
Yo, dude, we fucking shared his Eclipse glasses with a dude driving an adult-sized Tonka truck. Like a fucking diesel-burning, built like a Tonka truck with wheels up to here.
I'm going to stare at
Beautiful
this
thought that
Eclipse
he would become
because
part
my
of
eye
God.
bags are going to protect me from...
We're not going to give in to intimidation. I'm going to stare down the sun.
Fuck! What the fuck,
I
Mr.
really
President?
Oh
My God. Is that blood? That looks like blood.
Is that a second ago? Wait, what?
No, that actually looks...
There a second ago.
That looks kind of like blood.
And it was written in cherry pie filling.
Of course, Rita's.
It was the guy from Warrant.
Notes begin after the blue line. The rest of it's just a bunch of jibble about circles.
You are the shittiest wizard I've ever seen.
Just breaking into some casual necromancy.
It's just a hobby.
Grade level.
Yeah, alright.
Now, okay, so right now, we're gonna go grab breakfast, then we're gonna roll up to the Watchung Reservation, to scope out the deserted village, which I've never been to before. I'm really stoked about that. And then Feltville, the deserted village of Feltville, and then we are going to walk along the Sierra Trail, and then it all ends at the Suicide Tower. Growing up in suburban Union County, New Jersey, the infamous Watchung Reservation had long been the home of tales involving ghosts, devil worshippers, and teenage axe murderers.
Even the stars more or less out here.
On this first day of the trip as a complete team, we ventured into these fabled woods in search of the truth behind these legends.
Who's this nefarious character again?
What are you buying? What are you selling?
Hey man, I got your stuff, man. I got your stuff right here. Once you see a guy with a suitcase and a paisley shirt and sunglasses come by, you're like, I can get some stuff. Hello, this is David Attenborough, and we have here the famous Daddy Longlegs. It gets its name because it famously pimps out other insectoids.
Here we are, in the Watchung Reservation. Bunch of trees. I don't know what to tell you, until of course we get to the really cool part. More trees? Oh man, you would not God believe how many trees there are. And hey, that reminds me, Jesse, you gotta tell us our Patreon backers, because as I promised, I'll be naming a single tree for every one of our Patreon backers in their honor.
Oh, goodness. We may
This
have to
here's
pull
Paul.
it up.
He's a good guy.
Unfortunately, he's dead. Yo, that's a tree noose.
Oh, wow.
No, I was saying, just keep going. Never mind.
What the hell? Look at this.
Like a flat symbol?
This here is a tree noose. It's used to lynch other trees.
End-on-end violence is a real serious problem in this country, man.
No one ever talks about tree-on-tree violence. We're the tree leaders.
The treaters.
I stole that joke from Ursula, but it was about Paranormal.
I like how that tombstone just says died. Like,
when was he born?
we'll just fucking
underachievers.
We'll just stack them up like a deck.
Game's not that old. 25 years, man. It's enough time.
This is the Spooky Dispatches by 1289. Alright, by Wikipedia entry, an apocryphal story circulates online that tells of 3 ghosts living in the house furthest down the path. The story claims the rumors originated in 1912, when 3 young sisters all went camping deep in the woods, but did not return. Locals were only able to find their bonnets, and fears of the people caused almost half of the residents to move away. Those that remained never let their children go deep in the woods again without supervision.
So, according to this legend, these 3 girls going missing while camping is one of the reasons for the, at least, what, 3 desertions?
3, I think, yeah.
So ostensibly, the bodies of 3 missing girls are somewhere in these woods.
Not impossible.
Maybe they were,
could be right here.
Maybe they were moved. Maybe we're the
That's
bodies.
heavy, man.
Bonnets were retrieved, though. Thank goodness.
And here we have the Chuds descending.
Chuds don't descend.
I mean, it's seen better days. It's a fixer-upper, but, you know, I mean, nice curb appeal, right?
Hey, what do you think? 300,000, 400,000?
I don't know, it is technically waterfront since there's a creek down there.
I was gonna say Central Jersey, nice neighborhood. How are the schools?
I think it's like a 3 on Trulia.
Let me go see if they have any ghost mail in their house. There's a bunch of dried dead flowers in there. It's kind of like one of those, some kind of Sappy Smiths thing. I'm going to mail you some dead flowers. I really want to know why these guys just decided to leave up, like, just out of nowhere. Because yeah, 2 girls died in this town, but I mean, 3 witnesses died. The girls died in this town, and I mean, yeah, it's a tragedy, but you think like in like old timey stuff that they're used to people, you know, dying, and like death is a.
Well, I think if they had gotten sick and died in the home and they had an explanation for it, yeah, but this was 3 girls that went into the woods and never came back.
Yeah, but I don't know, but like you think they would be like, oh, they were eaten by bears, or I don't know, just killed or something.
Well,
So
if there were bears out here eating people, I'd move too.
But they've had muskets and got rid of. I don't know, like it's just weird that a whole town just leaves for I mean, what is basically just kind of a small incident, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
well, there's only 4 houses in this village. I mean, that could have been all but one family.
True.
I don't know where they went. Like, should I call out for them?
Dead and great!
Yo, Chuck, are you still on the trail? I swear to God, if that motherfucker's hiding and trying to scare us, I'm gonna beat him with this stick. He is compact. He does have the advantage. Hey, I'm not saying it'd be the first time.
I wonder if he's doing this just to fuck with the tone.
Okay, seriously, I'm hoping he didn't accidentally fall down the fucking hill and we didn't hear it. Sure, we heard him yell. I don't know, not if he was incapacitated immediately. Rob!
Rob? Dan? Rob? Damn it, where the hell are they?
Fucking hell. They've already been kidnapped by demons. I mean, I wasn't expecting that to happen until at least sundown. Christ, everything is a mess. Fuck it. Movie canceled.
Or be a serial killer, and I feel like you guys will kick me off the podcast if I start murdering people.
I don't really judge. Actually, that would probably just help our podcast more.
I can't fucking see worth a shit in there.
It's like weird writing inside there. It says slut.
You're a slut.
The abandoned village was honestly one of the creepier parts of the trip for me. I gotta say, the houses being just so dilapidated made me really freaked out to go in. Plus, the story that Jesse found really genuinely unsettled me.
Alright.
Let's fucking go.
It's creepy in there?
Yeah.
This structure here was the site of several occult sacrifices between the 1960s and 70s. And that's not just rumor from things they found left behind afterwards. I interviewed someone for my first book, and she told me that she was hiking through here at night with some friends, and they came upon a group of individuals sacrificing chickens in there. Yeah, it was the Marine Corps, apparently, judging by this graffiti.
You see, the United States Marine Corps is a death cult. They come to gazebos to spill their blood buds. Where's the hell?
You know, corporations like KFC, they like to outsource their work.
Man, Mothman must have been here.
Swishers. It's Mothman's brand.
What the fuck?
That was just on the ground.
Is that from a GoFundMe?
I don't fucking know. It just says hashtag. It just says @officialcrust.
I don't want to find the official crust.
Oh wow. Roman Polanski was here.
That he was.
Hey, come here. When the president does it, that means it's not illegal. Richard Nixon, 1977. Fuck Trump. The freshest one.
January of 1975 came with a terrible trauma to the town of Mountainside, New Jersey. A 15-year-old boy named Greg Sanders was seen by a neighbor leaving his house and walking towards the Watchung Reservation in an outfit too light for the freezing temperatures outside. Within hours, the Union County Police Department found the boy's body at the foot of the water tower in the reservation, with his left wrist slashed open. Tragedy enough, but the real horror was found when the police visited the Sanders residence and found Greg's parents, a teacher named Janice and a bank executive named Thomas, murdered by several blows to the head with an axe. There was no sign of resistance, and police determined that Greg had probably snuck up on both from behind. A note left in the boy's bedroom read, "To whom it may concern, I am sorry for the trouble I have caused. I am not in any way mad at my parents. I just can't take it anymore. Well, I just wanted to say I'm sorry. Good luck, Greg Sanders."
According to the police report Dylan's got and the compass we have, he landed here. So, it was here in 1975, the south side of the suicide tower, that police found the body of a young man named Greg Sanders, who had left from the tower to his untimely death shortly after killing his mother and father with an axe in their home in a nearby town.
And then if we want to start the EVP?
Is there anyone here with us now? Is Greg Sanders, who died here in 1975, here with us now? Greg Sanders killed his mother and father. Are you here with us? We didn't come here to judge you, but is there any solace where you are? Greg, is there any rest for you? Greg, why did you do it?
Alright, go ahead and call it.
Greg, do you have any final words for us before we go? Greg, is there anything we can do to help you? Thank you for speaking with us today. We will leave you in peace now.
We are out here in search of irrefutable proof of the paranormal.
I don't talk like that.
Watchung Reservation was pretty fucking cool. That little gazebo kind of creeps me out from there.
Definitely a spooky area, but I can't say as I'm too worried about any spectral visitations from them.
What would change your mind?
Evidence. that would be it. Yeah.
This is becoming like kind of like an extension of our thing, you know, just where we look for the unknown and we completely mock it.
What are your thoughts? Like, do you think, like with our lock-in we're having tonight?
I'm actually pretty hyped up for that, just because I've never really seen anything ghosty before, so I'm hoping to have my own experience.
Is there anything in particular that you're really psyched to check out later?
Clinton Road. I haven't gotten to do that since I was in fucking high school. And I really do want to get another roll of quarters and try to start shit with the bridge ghost. I want to have beef with a ghost.
Don't pick a fight with a demon, that's not a good idea.
I want to have beef with a ghost, man. I want a ghost to mention me in a diss track. That's all I want.
What is your single greatest fear?
What's violence? Huh? What's that?
Anything else you want to say?
Coney 2014.
Alright.
Which is almost as topical as the quote spray painted on the suicide tower.
Cut.
Coney 2012.
Is it that fucking old? We then left for the haunted Merchants and Drovers Tavern, seated in the heart of Rawway, my hometown.
You have to play it for all visitors, so...
You
were going to hear it whether you wanted to or not.
Oh, no complaints from us.
This is originally 1892. This is a British musket that goes back to 1730.
I don't think I've ever seen a musket in real life.
The story behind it is that it's probably captured by the Americans. Some of the serial numbers are scratched out. That's what they used to do. And then it was changed into a percussion rifle. But it's unbelievable. Yeah, good job.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet. So it was modified to be like what?
It's a captain.
Oh, man.
Oh.
We get to touch things?
Oh, okay. This is very heavy. Someone else. I know.
This was a tavern and hotel until 1926.
That long?
That long. We think they made the first renovations in 1820. And they got rid of this bar. This bar was gone. The fireplace, they got rid of that in about 1880, we figure. And this was the first room that was done. We got this one ready for the bicentennial.
Okay.
I think that's what saved the building. Without the bicentennial, they would have bought it and it would have collapsed. There was no, what an undertaking it was.
Oh, of course.
But for the bicentennial, it was worth it.
That's a labor of love, too.
And we also found out the story of the building and how old it really is. And George Washington never was here.
Oh, really?
No. The building was built, we figure, about 1795.
When did you guys figure that out? Because I remember on the tour, there was an actor in one of the bedrooms, and the tour guide said, and this is the room where Washington slept.
They didn't know back then.
Yeah, wow. It's crazy how much you can figure out, just a matter
Actually,
of
in
a few
the
years later.
mid-90s.
Okay.
Because they did the chemical study of the boards, the
Mhm.
floorboards. We traced back ownerships, liquor license, everything. And everything came down to the 1790s.
And the Historical Society preserved all of that paperwork from the liquor license. That's amazing.
Yeah. But the building was saved twice because of that belief.
So, it's kismet, I guess.
You better believe it.
Yeah.
In 1926, when this was supposed to be knocked down, the wife of the fellow who owned it said, "You can't knock that building down. It's a historic building. George Washington was there."
Does this guy have a nickname?
No, I hope he's in there tonight when we open the door. Of course, they'll say, "Is he real?" And I tell them, he's probably as real as the one that the merchant had. This was not just a hotel or tavern. This was the center of town. This is the hot room. I'll tell you guys before you go in here for the ghosts. This is where they do get some hits.
Oh, boy.
Just get in here, yes.
Good to know.
A guest was here, now it's been about 6 years. And, they love the place, and I have beautiful infant furniture that I'd like to give you. And it's hard to tell people no. Mm-hmm. Because an infant would have never been in this place, ever.
So you had a couple of paranormal experiences involving the stairwells in here?
Yes, I did. And, out of all the folks who come here and, think there's ghosts, I've never experienced anything except on 2 occasions. And I don't know how to explain them. The first one, I was in my office, and the computer is in the corner. And when folks come in the door, members, they just walk right in. And generally, when they get to the bottom of the stairs, they'll yell up, "It's me, Bill." And then they come up the steps. For a member who doesn't know to do that, they'll come in, start to come up the steps, and then I'll yell down to them, "Who is it?" And they'll say, "It's me, Tom." Well, one time I was upstairs in the office at the computer in the corner of the room, and I hear someone coming up the steps. So I yell down, "Hello, who is it?" And no answer. 3 more steps. "Hello, who is it?" No response. I got up out of the chair and went to the doorway to see who was coming up the stairs, and there's nobody there. Nobody there. And I was so sure that somebody was coming up the stairs. I got out of the chair.
Oh.
And I looked.
Nothing there.
Nothing there. And then on another occasion, an intern and myself were in the exhibit room. We're changing light bulbs. Because, every once in a while a couple would go out. We like to keep them all on. So I'm up on a step stool, and I'm changing a light bulb, and I hear somebody coming up the stairs. And generally it's my treasurer, Bill. He comes in 2, 3 times a week, drops some people off for to talk about what's going on. So I figure it's Bill. So I hear him come up the stairs. I say to my intern, "Go and see who came in." And I expect he's going to come back and say it's Bill. Well, he comes back. There's nobody there. There's nobody there. Oh, jeez. That must be the same guy who came in, when I was in the office. But those are the 2 experiences I had. And, again, it was, it's probably creaking in the building, and yet, there's something about the way it just, every step.
And it sounded like an even rhythm, like
Oh, yes. Sounds like somebody coming up the stairs. You can have a squeaky gate. Found dead, March 25, 1887. And maybe if I can get over here, a different angle.
What's the flowers there?
Who knows? It's always got flowers. There you go. Now you can see a little bit better. But I like to think that the mayor went back to, a restaurant with some friends and said, oh, this woman's going to pay for a stone. And they probably said to the mayor, what, are you kidding us? You can't let her put a stone up. She'll put maybe the woman's name on it. So then they went and said, oh, what are we going to do? Well, let's just get a stone and put it there real fast.
Yeah.
And they put an unknown woman found dead. And the date. Ambo died September 21, 1847, aged 100 years, born of African parents in the family of Abraham Terrell. He remained a faithful servant to him, his children and grandchildren until her death. And the real sad part about this, we know it was like 1810, I think, that they said in New Jersey, no more slaves, no more slaves. That's if you were born from 1810 to death. If you were a slave before 1810, you're still a slave. So Ambo remained a slave, and then you know what they changed the rules to? No more slaves. 1814. Wow. 1 year. I know. So poor woman was never not a slave. Terrible. I guess the
August 22nd, 2017.
Nice shot. Alright. Roll sound. Cool.
Hello. I'm Jesse. This is Mike. This is Dan. Is there anyone here in the room with us this evening?
Together.
Is there anyone here? Can anyone hear us? Is there anyone who wishes to communicate with us?
Did you work here?
Was there rain inside? Is there someone here with us who came? Did you enjoy your time spent here? Was that you again?
What was what?
That knock.
No, I heard that too. I hear that. I heard a knock.
Is there someone here who's waiting for the rain?
Is there anything you can tell us?
They're shifting.
Yeah, it's back there. I want to know if you've ever seen it. All these moments will be lost.
Are you moving around in the house now?
Is it difficult for you to communicate with us? Do you know that you are dead? Do you like long walks on the beach?
Are you the woman that was murdered and buried here?
Are
Could you bring me a bottle of water?
Here. Oh, shit. Here. Are you here with us? What is your name?
Harder.
Harder. Try harder? Well,
Were you a woman that worked here?
if someone is here, can you send us a sign? Could you make this device speak a word to us? Or knock or move something in this room? We mean you no harm. We just wish to communicate.
Drew.
Drew. Is your name Drew, or were you an artist?
I'm very sorry the works of David.
Hidden.
Hidden. Is there something hidden in this building, Drew?
Is there anything for us to discover here?
Were you a soldier?
Wire.
Wire. Were you an electrician? Were you a radio operator?
Come here. Hey, you know what I've got? He ran out of 7 equipment, just like we would said next to nothing happens. But at any rate, this is the tarot cards my father gave me. It's modeled after the Golden Dawn.
What are you doing here, Drew?
I'll read your future, motherfucker. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Drew, are you still here with us? I'm Jesse, this is Mike, and this is Dan.
Along.
Yes. Dan and Mike are along on the trip with me, and I'm along on the trip with them. We're enjoying our conversation with you, Drew. What would you like to talk about?
Exactly.
Hidden wire along.
Exactly what?
Are you enjoying our conversation?
Or would you like us to leave? If we don't wish to bother you. If you would like us to leave, please tell us so through this device, or tap or knock once for yes, twice for no. Is that you?
What?
That noise.
Yeah, I heard it too.
Feels like something out of a jam I need to be away from.
Here you go. Are you Drew Carey?
Anyone here who would like to chat with us for a bit? We've traveled quite a long distance.
Two things just fired up.
Escape.
Escape from what? Are you a slave?
Pardon?
Were you a slave? Did you want to escape? Is this the spirit of Ambo? Did you want to escape Ambo?
So, here representing you is some sort of conflict, labor, and specifically employment, like labor for pay. I can't possibly have misrepresented you or your current situation in any way, shape, or form.
Ambo, I want you to know your tombstone, your gravestone still stands there, while the other ones that own you, their names are forgotten.
People work very hard here to make sure that your story is still told, Ambo. Flow.
Flow. There's two little dots in the show. What do you mean by flow? Did you live by a river, Ambo?
Did you live near the Morale River? Ambo, if you need to use our energy to let it flow through you to speak with us, we invite you to use our energy.
It's an interesting way to phrase your problems.
Ambo, my father's was dark. I come from African descent, Ambo.
Ambo, we have to leave now, but is there anything else you would like us to know before we depart? Is there anything else we can do to help you? Thank you for letting us spend some time with you this evening.
And I want you to know that your people are free now.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Just want to veg out for like 4 or 5 days, without nobody bothering me.
Remember, Creed songs are much more about Scott Stapp trying to conquer his alcoholism, but never getting there.
The thing is, don't stress about it too much, man.
It makes me anxious because it's just
yeah, no, it sounds like it. But my point is, just ease into it. It's like an old man into a hot bath. Right? That's a Seinfeld reference.
I took a literal trip down memory lane.
John, what town are we in?
I think we're still in Clifton.
Montclair. It really matter what town. The point is, it's Route 46.
We still live around here.
We used to go to high school on this road.
Yeah.
Everybody watch on tonight. Everybody watch on tonight.
I'm so glad someone else thought that joke.
Ironically, no one in the band watched on got sex that night.
Wow.
And then just keep filming. John, keep a bit of at least 3 car lengths behind me in case something jumps out in front of me.
Okay.
Deer.
It is very fucking dark.
Yeah,
But,
that's a good idea.
That is a real good idea.
So just.
We'll keep our windows down also, so that we can film out of them, because the windows are tinted, because we couldn't see anything out
So just maintain speed, and we'll get there.
Yes, friend, lead us to our death. That's my entire review of Existence in a nutshell.
Lots of pork fucking.
This is Homestyle Mike from Podcast 1289. We are just about to turn onto Clinton Road, one of the most haunted stretches on New Jersey Road. There are many different things that have been reported on Clinton Road, including mutated animals, ghost sightings, Ku Klux Klan, all that creepy shit. We're about to document it. I'm here with Jesse, Master of Ceremonies. I'm here with Dan.
Oh, hey everybody.
Robo Grant. Holy Ghost.
Everybody else is in the other car.
Holy Ghost Grant and John, Dylan, and Rob. They're all in the other car.
We're at the longest red line in the world.
A lot of construction going on.
The real horror. Constant Jersey construction.
Ew, Dylan, why?
We just pave Route 17 and then tear it up again forever.
This is Clinton Road, y'all.
Let's go. Road.
Well, we have just turned on to Clinton Road. One of the most haunted stretches of New Jersey River.
So that's what they keep on the fucking far side of this spooky road? A fucking rich white neighborhood? And look, there's the ghost truck.
Oh yeah.
There's a couple of them.
Hey, there's some nice looking houses.
Yeah, that's why they have a couple of black trucks that fucking... I wonder if... Nothing so far. And they will put their lights on.
First thing you notice when we go onto Clinton Road is that it's dark as a motherfucker.
They will let you know they're there.
Which direction we are going?
Is it raining? Is it snowing?
Is a hurricane blowing?
Do we have any kind of contingency plan in place if we do see something, like something jumps out in front of the car?
We just keep driving.
Is it raining? Is it snowing? Is a hurricane blowing? Not a speck of light is showing, so certainly the danger must be growing. Is the grizzly reaper mowing? Are the fires of hell a-blowing? Yes! The danger must be growing, for the rowers keep on rowing, and they're certainly not showing any signs that they are slowing!
I got all of that.
Excellent. Do slow down a bit.
Excellent fucking R2-D2 scream there, man.
No, Gene Wilder does that.
I know, but it sounds
his
like...
soul escaping. He actually died in that scene.
Now, Jesse, how far up do you think it is until we hit the bridge?
I'm not sure. Rob knows, though.
I've gotten pizza there.
Oh, really?
I don't remember.
You're right. It's a bit of a bucket list sort of thing. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't end up at world's most haunted places for nothing.
If we were to keep going on Route 23 North, we would eventually find a shop called Darth Vapor.
Those shoes up there? Yep.
Because that's not creepy.
They gave me chills, dude.
A bunch of children's shoes dangling from the air.
But then we would also come to a creperie, so that's cool.
It's almost 3 a.m.
Alright, Jess?
Yeah, it's almost switching hour. Let's get a picture of the clock. Yeah, it is almost 3 a.m.
And eventually we get to a Roy Rogers. Someone dropped a bag of wheat bread.
Someone what?
There was just a bag of wheat bread over on the ground. It was in Nature's Valley, if I don't
What the hell is that?
I swear I just saw something in the woods. For a sec, like a silver, like, animal, 4 legs, but was gone the moment I looked at it.
We just made a turn and there was something odd in the middle of the trees.
Yeah, no, people supposedly have gotten, like, have been, like, wandering in these woods and run into park rangers who have been like, yeah, you guys should go back and get out of here. And, like, they got their names and the rangers' names and everything, and looked them up, and the guy's been dead, like, long dead.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
There may indeed be spooky, scary skeletons. Also, you know, I say, what? Signs.
Wow, that thing makes my fucking pupils look dramatic. Stop, Rob. Don't fall into another narcissus trap. That's how you ended up in this fucking dimension.
Clinton Road is very windy. Definitely want to be paying attention if you're going down this road, because if you're not paying attention, you could veer off the road and into some bushes or trees, and a lot of debris on either side of us.
This part's not scary. It gets scary.
We haven't passed a mailbox in 5 minutes.
We just passed a shrine to
I wonder if that's the burned out car they found. Remember a couple months back, they found a burned out car out there?
Yeah. It's always very unnerving when you drive past the shrine to a crashed out car. Someone didn't make it. One thing you'll notice is normally podcast 1289 is all about jokes and fun times, and pretty on edge right now.
Yeah. I'll be like 100% serious with y'all. My like chest is beating right now.
One thing about Clinton Road, and I don't want to talk about it because I feel like somehow it jinx sum them up. There is confirmed Ku Klux Klan members that like to hang out in these areas.
Showtime.
Alright.
So, right over here.
Be careful, guys, alright?
Oh, yeah.
This bridge used to be a lot steeper, and then they kind of modified how the road is laid out. You can see how it's repaved.
Yeah, this is a
This is the one.
Alright, Rob, you go first.
I have unhandled business with this motherfucker. Throw it back, you little bitch. Jesus, I didn't even hear that fucking thing land.
Yeah.
Get out of the road.
Here's the truck. Nope, motorcycle.
Alright, let's hurry up. Just see where.
Back from the edge here.
You're supposed to stand in the middle of the road here and do it.
Okay.
One American border.
You're there, throw it back.
I heard that impact.
Not worth a curse.
Yeah.
Got a light over there.
When I saw someone standing there.
Like I said, I thought I saw someone.
Hey, Mike, you got any more quarters?
Damn.
How was it over there?
Fucking spooky.
Right? Bones. Fuck that guy.
What?
Saw something I thought moved. I think it was just a shadow though.
Dude, the crazy thing is they have that fucking high beam flashlight and I can still barely see them.
What was that? What? Oh my god.
I heard something from that direction, and over where that thin little group of trees is, there was a silhouette of a person, and I know it wasn't ours because ours are gigantic right now. Look at my hand, how big it is. Something was standing right there. Yeah, standing clear as day, right in front of here. Silhouette of a person, life size. Ours were big. It wasn't one of us. And I just turned my head because I heard some sort of weird noise over here.
Let's not get too far from the car.
Why don't I see any of the lights now?
They're down.
They're going down there? Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ.
No one wants to cause you any trouble. I'm sorry I called you a little bitch.
You do know it's fucking pitch black and it just takes one fucking misstep to be dead, right?
Let's head on back. Alright. You know what? I'm glad I got to settle that shit.
Alright, one last EVP session at the bridge real quick.
Is there anyone here with us?
Is there anyone here who can communicate with us? Is the ghost of the little boy who haunts this bridge here with us tonight? Can you send us a sign?
Can you send me back my quarter? No, I got a fucking spooky ass vibe from this
I can't see why.
Yeah, no, it doesn't make any sense to me either.
Alright. Let's wrap it up, yeah?
Yeah.
It's 3:30. Alright.
So,
where are we going?
We're gonna go to the Church of the Mystic Light in Flanders.
Sounds spooky.
Yeah, well, here's the interesting thing about this place. On the surface, it was supposedly just like I guess you could best describe it as a Unitarian church, taking a little bit from each religion in a positive way and preaching it. Well, I don't know if this was just, Orthodox people like the Catholics or something, just spreading rumors because they didn't like that stuff, but forever this place has had a reputation of possibly being a satanic church. But one of the reasons that I really wanted to go there was I'm working on an article about the Princess Doe murder case. She was a young woman who was found murdered in a cemetery in Blairstown in North Jersey in 1982. And one of the interesting things about that case is it's one of the first murder cases on record where the police enlisted the help of paranormal investigators, and they actually conducted EVP sessions at her murder site and her grave site.
Wow.
And now that's everywhere. It's on reality TV, it's commonplace, but in 1982 it was absolutely unheard of. So recently I got a hold of the gentleman who ran that paranormal group, and I asked him, I said, how did you get the idea to do an EVP session at her grave site? That was unheard of then.
There was a guy in, I guess it's Flanders, and he had run this Church of the Mystic Light, Earl somebody or other and his wife. And he came to one of our classes eventually. We went to interview him to see what he was involved with. Well, it turned out he was more, he had, I don't know if he was devil worshipping or what, but you walked into his church and there was a pentagram right on the floor as you walked in. Yeah, that was a little weird. But he said, you can capture spirit voices on a tape recorder. I said, really? Did you ever? He goes, yeah. I said, can we hear them? I don't have them. So the answer was no on that. And we figured, well, let's talk to these people. See if they answer us. Kind of like a verbal Ouija board.
So that pastor at this church is responsible for bringing EVP technology into the paranormal forefront in this area in the late 70s, early 80s. So who knows? We're gonna go there and we're gonna find out.
Okay.
As we set out on the final leg of our paranormal road trip, it was hard to resist a feeling of satisfaction. We had spent months crowdfunding, days traveling from state to state, and hours investigating some of the world's most haunted locations. The fact that we all got to do it together made it all the more worthwhile.
By the time we were heading out to Mystic Light, to describe me as dog-tired really does not do it any justice. I wasn't ready to leave, but I was ready to stop exploring shit.
I gotta admit, it was a little lame leaving because you get to know these guys over the couple years, joking about cryptids and ghosts and just having a good time. It was just a new experience, actually seeing the best friends I've ever had and had the privilege of working with. So it was just a fun experience getting to chase essentially the American dream, just wanting to do the things that you're happy to do with your friends. And that's a very rare thing.
Worship the great Pumpkin King in here.
Hey, get over here. That's an occult book. That book is mentioned by the leader of the Knights of the Black Circle. Alright, let's be quick then. Also, I need your tape. Stay in here if you want. Ask some questions. I'm gonna go get a tape. You're gonna go get what? I'm gonna get you a tape. Alright.
Is anybody here with us? Am I talking to nobody? Just myself?
I just heard somebody or something above the roof. What do you mean above the roof? Up there? In the bell tower?
Yeah, like an animal or somebody. Maybe an animal. As soon as I started asking questions.
No shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to be out of here in 15.
Hey, are you on?
Yeah.
I got this grill fire.
Yes.
That'll work.
Yes.
So you found it, right?
Well, there's a swastika.
Of course, it's an abandoned building. Another occult book. What is it? Like clairvoyant investigations.
This is like a fucking middle America dumping ground.
Reverend's name over here. There's just placard. Reverend Earl Hoskins. Hey guys, you hold up. Hello? Something about chapstick.
Ha 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 ha. the library.
Let's see. With a huge ass jug of wine. Mythologies of ancient world. Nice. American motorcycles. Oh wow, that's scary. Dianetics. Mystery stuff. Scary.
Left some of these behind, or
Some of them look newer than others.
Yeah.
But they're all like 3 years old. Do you see anything on the occult in there? Oh, totally so. Here, let me go home.
Someone's definitely squatting. Alright, I'm heading up. So, is that everyone? I thought Rob was with me. I'm telling. Rob's not in there, is he? Nope. Hi, basement.
Setting up shots.
Oh, okay.
I'm setting up a
I got
hell
nothing. I got nothing.
I got these cheeseburgers.
I mean, look, I didn't see nothing that has shaken my complete lack of faith in him and all things. But
He didn't go to Point Pleasant.
that's true. That's true. That's how I didn't see anything. That doesn't mean we didn't pick anything up necessarily. We'll see. But the real supernatural magic was the friends we made. That's true. Put your head under the wheel of a car, please. No, fuck you. Dang, I hate you guys. Fuck you.
I have nothing but consent for you. You know, I feel like if I'm fucking going around with knives in the parking lot, place.
That's life has come full circle.
Picking up a knife, Texas rattlesnake. A knife made from rattlesnake bones.
Cheap still cuts.
Are y'all? Trip?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'll see you all on the internet. I love you guys.
Me too.
And God willing, we'll all meet again in Homecoming 2, The Search for More Money.
Alright,
Now
that's
put a
it.
WrestleMania sign.
Where's there a WrestleMania?
There's always a WrestleMania sign in your heart.
Alright.
We'll be back.
Nice.